Okay. Um, the last few days have been very indicative of the reality that we're in as a target individual. They're truly trying to push us to suicide or to going crazy. And the manipulations are so extreme. As a TI, a target individual, we're human subjects and we can be forced to experience all kind of things that are just not naturally happening. Matter of fact, on my way here, I walked into my building. First thing I see somebody walk in and I see something like on the side. It looked like, I'm not sure if it's a pet, like a dog, or a kid. I just saw something pink, and they were trying to like give me stimulations, and they usually do that when they aim it toward children. So I was like, I can't even tell if this is a human being or it's actually a pet was there. But it doesn't end there. Um, in the elevator, I'm actually in the elevator, and there's a people coming in, cramping in, and as I look away, I can see somebody just barely just black hair and a red sweater. I can't see any other details. They gave me some stimulations, strong stimulation. I honestly could not tell you what this person looks unless ask me the color of the hair, maybe the skin color, brown skin, and a red sweater. I can't tell you anything else. I got some stimulations, and matter of fact, what they've done now is to try to create some kind of imagination of who this person looks like, because I did not see that person clearly to provide to get an actual perception of who this person is. But usually when they do these reactions, these stimulations, is because they're kids or teenager. Now I don't know if that's true, but I got the stimulations that I'm forced to experience, and because this person is not somebody I can tell what this person looks like, except I know the hair color. I saw something red, and I know her skin is brown, just because you can just see like a blur of that, and that's that. Stimulations, like intense stimulations. Now, one thing we've learned throughout the last few weeks is the pedophilia type of torture is something they've done, but the mass shooting that we just experienced, which is the deadliest in the United States for this year, was a man who was saying that he was hearing voice people calling him pedophile. This man killed 18 people, being the number one in regard of mass shooting of the deadliest. Nobody have killed as many as what this man, as how many, the amount of people he killed, and it's nasty. They've done so much nasty things to the most vulnerable people, and they are foul human beings. They not only push people to kill, but they do torture the vulnerable people. We talk about torturing children and women. Matter of fact, I was listening to the 2020 testimonies or the targeted TI day, and there's this woman who's 56 years old. I think she's Janet. And, the trash that's around me, these perps around me, they are trying to create a psyop. They are trying to present a psyop, a facade where somehow, because you see their gender, you see how they present themselves, there are not the same program that is involved in this human subject experimentation of some sort. Not really experimentation, because they're developing this technology and utilizing human subjects that is actually torturing a lot of women and children. But because the way they present themselves, women, actually women, a lot of them like white women, white young women, even children, and the way they try to sound. Oh, I'm a father, I'm a mother. I won't do that. You're in a program that kills women and children. The death is not quick, of course. It's a slow death. Decades of ups and downs and distractions and disturbingness, because this is for a purpose that's just bigger than just destroying somebody's life. It's for the results that is needed to continuously improve this technology. And they contract these bottom feeders who are nobodies. It could just be some neighbors here who could be like the most dangerous criminal, like it's just anybody who can participate in this. But it doesn't take a lot to be involved in this. That's one thing for sure. It doesn't take any kind of mental, physical strength to participate in this. Anybody can participate. And it is a foul. Matter of fact, I think the cowardness of a perp is beneficial for that person. The childlike mentality of a perp is beneficial. Anybody who can truly dumb themselves down easily are probably the most welcome. It is what they do. And it's the things that they want you to be acceptive of. When they force you to get the stimulations, then try to gaslight you, because they can create these arousals that you can feel. It's just intense feelings. It's just weird stimulations that from the growing area to just an intense weird feeling that others have literally said the same thing. And they can aim those feelings toward whoever they want you to experience that toward. It's so nasty. And then try to gaslight you, try to intimidate you into accepting a falsified reaction that is manipulated. When I mean falsify is you are experiencing this reaction, but it is forced onto you to react this way, because this technology that this trash apply onto you is very neurotechnological in the sense that it manipulates a lot of your arousals, your reactions, even your thoughts, your memories. This is coming from these agencies, intelligence agencies. And we are the just subjects to improve this technology, to continuously make it even more precise. And they contract individuals who help them implement these tactics to improve this technology. So when they make you experience these things, there's people around you who's supposed to make you subscriptive of this, all this, all this. Oh no, we mapped it, it's that. You experience that. Even though you didn't see that person, you barely see a blur, you get black hair, red. That alone can stimulate you. It's like, what? You nothing. In my mind right now, they even try to create a like sexual parts in order to create. When I only see black hair, I can see the like shoulder and like a shoulder and sweater of this person. That's that. Now they try to create even like how her breast could look like. It's just disturbing. Just anything. And then try to make you accepting of these reactions. You don't know what this person looks like, but they are trying to make you imagine what this person looks like after the fact they stimulated you. So they're like, no, you see, that's how she looks like. So that's why you got stimulated. It's like, I will never be stimulating somebody I can't even see. Matter of fact, barely see. And it's not even like you could see like the silhouette of somebody's body or no, it's just like the shoulder. All it takes very little for them to create stimulations, reactions. Matter of fact, they can even make you have perceptions. It takes a little bit and they can create in your head so much more than reality. It is disturbing, and that's what they do. They've been doing that to me for a while. But one thing you will hear a lot is the pedophilia type of torture. It is a pattern of tormenting that they do. You know, yesterday I was with somebody, a perp. And this perp, they live in a delusional reality where in their reality, in their distorted reality, they're not working for entities filled with pedophiles that contract this trash. They're brave darers involved in a program that even torture the children that are targeted. In a program that is renowned to even sexually torture women. Sexual torture is commonly heard from TI who are women. But somehow want me to look at them as like, oh, you're burned for what you do. What will happen to people involved in the things you're involved in? What do you think is going to happen to you? I was not with her for a few days, and you can see her life just breaking down in the sense that she kind of like detached herself from, like, she was depressed from things that obviously have nothing to do with me, but reality. And me being back in her life gave her a strength, because she felt like, oh, I can feel special when I do this thing to you. I can live in this deluded reality that they call their reality. When in reality, look how you were feeling a few days ago. Look, They escape reality when they involve themselves in this, but I refuse to let them escape. Because look, we see everything I said. 2 seconds you're here crying over some horrible things that have nothing to do directly with you. But reality is you can do nothing about these things. Can you imagine in your life what could happen? But I come back in your life, you feel special again, you tell me how I'm gonna burn it. It's like, look at you. You understand what program you're in? You're just part of a program that just caused the largest mass shooting in this year. You use these bottom feeders, these losers, childlike individuals to tell me how they're gonna frame me. And we lied. This childlike shit. I'm not gonna grow up to be normal, that's for sure. They won't. They better know that. Matter of fact, I was in a flight and people were laughing at these people, this trash. Like, oh, they're gonna get the best psychiatrist to make sure they feel they're okay. Like laughing at them. It's like, great. Yeah, they're gonna get the best. Laughing at this trash. Because in that deluded reality, right? They think, oh, we're doing that because of this woman. You're in a program that tortures so many women. You sexually torture them. You torture them to the point they kill themselves. You think because you sound like a child, that's not the reality of that? Your parents sold you to the foulest thing you can imagine. And now you're here trying to counter the fact that this mass shooting is because of this program you work for caused that. And childlike people found strength, just like this adult woman found strength when she was crying and couldn't even function at work. I'm telling you, target individuals, we are lucky. These people have to block out the reality that they involve in a program that just caused so much horrible things. Every time they try to escape, it's like, boop, right here. And they're like, oh, it's in Maine. We're in New York. Matter of fact, this guy who ended up killing 18 people, he was in Westchester. That's when he started even acting even more crazy because they were like, he thought they were calling him pedophile. Then we went back to New York, to Maine, and 18 people dead. And this trash, these losers, nasty low life, they were trying to bring up whatever they can to try to feel like it gives them a righteous feeling. You understand? People in the program that does these horrible things, right now, after this video, you'll see all these nasty things they do. All these foul things that you're going to hear. Torturing children, torturing women, causing mass shooting, working for pedophiles. These entities running this program, I feel, this agency, CIA, DOD, DARPA, they have a lot of problem with pedophilia. The psyop of like try to play this femme fatale, they try to degrade somebody, you're nothing. What kind of shit can do these things? A coward, nothing. You see the people calling you nothing. You'll see wearing PJs and everything. They and for me, they're gonna try to create a torture that is so foul, so bad, for the purpose to hide, to counter the reality of what they're part of. They tell me how they're gonna remove my eye. You go to like, listen, all of these things will not counter reality. Me being blinded, which is what you've done to kids. Me being paralyzed, which you've done to other target individual. Me being death, which is what you've done to women. Anything, sexual torture, you've done that to children. It's like, we're gonna castrate it. Castrate me. You are here hurting kids sexually. Cowards. You can't even say Roy Moore. Do you forget about that part? In every ways, they've been humbled by reality, while they are trying to paint this reality, which is never gonna work. It's like they're killing somebody who've already been dead, but they want to make it seem like they've won something. What can you kill? Can you call yourself a winner when you're part of this program? You're a trash human being. The second you participate in this program, you're no longer any kind of fucking successful person. You're a trash who just sold your soul to pedophile. Enjoy these incentives that you're going to get. But it's going to come at a price. Yesterday I was watching this story about um this story. And matter of fact, before I go to that, I'm hearing this childlike individuals. They like to use kids, and these kids want to sound like this. They want to sound so innocent. Are you gonna do this? You hurt me, you know. And you see who's this dongorons talking. They are just doofuses, retards. They are just the retardations on a level that you can is supreme retardation of individuals. That you see, like you it with less than 5 years, my friend, you're gonna have problems. Tell me how they're gonna frame me. You're gonna be charged. Yes, you're gonna frame me and watch how what you do comes back to you. Nobody who do what you do live a good life. It comes back. Even when you talk like that. They are children mentally, and some of these people involved, which are some of them are women, try to sound fierce. It's like, I'm dedicated. It's like, you're dedicated to work for a program that even torture babies, you fucking shit. These people are nasty. I was watching this show, and in this show, it was a show where this woman told a story about when she was a kid. She was molested by her grandfather, her grand stepfather, and her stepfather. And then they try to make me feel like I should feel guilty, because then they talk about this thing I did that when I was a child in 8th grade. I did something to myself, which they have to exaggerate. But the things they were trying to do is because today what they make me experience is when I see like a little black girl. Matter of fact, yesterday they were doing these disturbing things. But I'll go to that point later. They were making me experience these disgusting pedophilia things they usually do to me, especially black little girls. There was this woman, a black woman, 30 years old or so. They were making me imagine her as a child and give me stimulation. And they're like, you see, we're protecting children because you will experience that. It's like, trash, you do the pedophilia type of torture. You literally condition people to have reaction toward children. That's sexual. You're forcing people to get stimulation. You have these tactics which are called the pedophilia type of torture. I'm not the first one and the last one who says that. And then you try to train the brain to see kids in this sexual way. You rewire them in these foul ways. You are the trash. You not only you're pedos, but you're people who try to change people into pedos. And you want people to start accepting these ways of perceiving and reacting to children as if it's something natural or organically happening. Not the obvious manipulation that you've been doing to so many others. Even pushing somebody to kill 18 people because they were saying these degrading things to him. Meant like using this technology. They are the trash of the low life of this planet, and they don't even know it. They are here calling you a nothing. It's like, you're gonna starve, you're gonna die in the street, you're gonna die in the bush. It's like, I can die in a fucking in a sewage. I'd rather die there than having to live the life that you live. I'd rather. This trash was trying to say, no, this woman was, like I said earlier, there was this woman who's like 56-year-old. She said, my name is Janet. Janet, I've been tortured and this and that. It's like, oh, we're free now. She just randomly, oh no, Janet is free now. Like, trash. You see yourself, you fucking low life. Delusional shit. They are here killing women. And she said a random person's name. Janet is free. I was like, yeah, okay. She's probably dead. If not dead, she's still suffering and going through whatever she's going through. The life is going to be horrible for the rest of her life. And then, what about all these women then? Every time I look for a target video, there's more women. You hear this woman being tortured for decades. Oh, but Janet is free, which is not even true. Which most likely not even true. For her to be free, my guy, either she went somewhere. No, she's suffering. If she's still alive. What about Amanda Miller? Is she free now? What about Wendy Brown? Is she free now? What about what's her name? Cassandra Lewis. Is she free now? what about Lisa Baker? Is she free now?